Around the world, there are many different countries that each has their own customs and their own culture. Today, for my speech, I have chosen to research Chile. And after researching it, I have found that it is unique, but also similar to the United States in many ways. Their political system is similar to the one that we have here in the United States, but with different socio-economic values behind it. In this speech, I will provide a brief overview of the major geopolitical features that are found in Chile, as well as some of the most important things that you need to know before you travel there, and also some of the common business customs that are found in the country. Chile is a nation that is located in South America between the Andes and the Pacific Ocean. Regarded as one of the most prosperous economies in South America, it has a constitutional form of government that is similar to the one that we have in the United States. And according to an article written by Javier Cousteau in the August 2011 issue of the Wisconsin Journal of Law, Chile made the transition to a constitutional form of government in 1980, and since that time has been ruled as a democracy. Their new constitution has a bicameral legislature that has an upper and a lower house, as well as an executive and a judicial branch. The acting president of Chile is Michelle Bachelet, and she is also the first woman to ever hold this office. So Chile's stable political environment affords them a growing economy in an area that is generally not the most prosperous. They have a similar quality of life to the one that we experience here in the United States, and they are regarded as one of the most robust economies in South America. And this would make travel easier for Americans who can go to Chile and experience some of the same things that they would experience back home. So, despite this, there are still several cultural differences that are important for a traveler to be aware of before traveling to Chile. The cultural environment in Chile is rich and has a multitude of different languages and customs that the average traveler is not aware of. The most commonly spoken language in Chile is Spanish, but there are also 9 other indigenous languages that are spoken commonly throughout. So to ease a traveler's transition into their stay in Chile, I've included several Spanish phrases that will help them navigate. One of which is no comprendo, or I don't understand, which can help them indicate that they are confused or need some assistance. The second phrase that I've included is hablas inglés, or do you speak English, which can help people find other English speakers or someone who may have a better knowledge of the area. And the third one is ayúdame, which doesn't really beat around the bush, but just goes directly to help me. So if you have a good working knowledge of these phrases, you should be able to navigate the country fairly easily and be able to get around. Which brings me to the next point. Transportation can sometimes be a challenge in foreign countries, where travelers may not know how to get around or what method of transportation to use. Luckily, in Chile, there are several different options available, with taxis being the preferred method of transportation. Now, during times of heavy traffic or in times where there's high demand, getting a taxi can be difficult and expensive. So during these times, it's best to utilize train or bus or even rent a car. So to access some of the more rural areas in Chile, it's best to rent a car and then travel out there during the day. So these similar methods of transportation gave rise to a similar form of business that we have in the United States. So the business and power relations that are in Chile are similar to the ones that we have in the United States, but also have a few key differences that provide the average traveler an opportunity to embarrass themselves if they are not aware of these things. So a few of the similarities are that Chileans appreciate punctuality. In America, if you're late to a meeting or to an appointment, it's generally frowned upon. Your boss, your coworkers, whoever will think you're rude, and they probably won't like it very much. And this is also true in Chile, where if you're late, they may refuse to just do business with you at all. And then one of the things that I found that was kind of more uncommon in the United States, but is more common in Chile, is that they often have meetings in hotels or restaurants and will analyze your table manners in each of these settings. And if you have poor table manners, they will probably refuse to do business with you, and they may even request to just not do business with you at all again. And according to the 2016 edition of the U.S. Companies Export, there is no substitute for face-to-face communication when it comes to doing business transactions with Chileans. In the United States, it's all too common for us to either text or email or use our phones to initiate business conversations with people that we should really be talking to face to face. In Chile, this is something that they don't like and will probably cause them to refuse to do business with you in the long term. So all of these things could catch an unsuspecting visitor off guard. While they may appear to be holistically similar to the United States, these small idiosyncrasies that are present within Chilean business culture are important to remember when attempting to initiate transactions. So, after researching the great country of Chile, I learned a lot of valuable information that can help travelers. And a few of the major points that they should remember are that there is pertinent history behind the democracy and the government that exists in Chile today, and that they need to learn a few key Spanish phrases before traveling there that can ease their transition, and that also they should learn some of the business culture before they go there and initiate transactions. I hope that my speech provided you with enough knowledge to comfortably visit Chile and to make your stay more enjoyable. Thank you.
That was